Project Zeus. There are tens of thousands of storm simulations in here, and each one is starting in a different place.
They all end the same way. A geostorm. I mean, unlike anything we've ever seen. Dana, can you show us just the simulation that begins in Afghanistan?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now filter those so that the second malfunctions over Hong Kong.
Where are you going with this?
What if Chang realized that someone was following one of his scenarios? You know, making it look like a predicted pattern of malfunction. You know, disguising a crime like a series of accidents. Someone has weaponized the global satellite system.
Thanks for speaking with me today.
Yeah.
This movie was a blast. I would think that being a part of being in a disaster film would be pretty fantastic. What was your favorite on-set experience?
I loved shooting the convention center. There's a scene where Andy Garcia's character, the president, is holding a big convention, and there's just so much going on behind the scenes with Max's character, and in the White House crowd, and with the Secret Service, and just with the president, in danger, and it's just fun. That whole sequence was really fun.
Yeah, it was one of those scenes where you realize you're in a big movie.
Yeah.
Like it was just big in scale. There was a lot of extras, and there was a lot of things going on, and it was an exciting few days, wasn't it?
This is such a collaborative medium to be a part of. What were some of the traits that you wanted to bring out from your characters that were on the page that you wanted to add to?
I guess that my character cared, that he had a conscience, and wasn't just a sort of career politician trying to do what he thinks is the people want him to do. That he was willing to sort of fight for what he sort of believes in and try and make a change, I suppose. And to show a young politician as a real person, with a life that you get to see with his girlfriend, and just someone that has compassion and a consciousness, I guess.
Yeah, I think for me with Sarah was just really, really allowing her to be a whole woman. And, as like sometimes females on screen can just be one-dimensional, but, we are multi-dimensional. We can be weak and vulnerable and sensitive and strong and tough and, a warrior, and we can be lovers, we can be fighters. Like, they're all parts of humanity and all parts of femininity and womanhood. And so I just was really excited to put a really great role model for us women on screen.
That's great. Yeah, it's perfect. There's probably a little bit of movie magic going on with your car scene. How much did they try to make that as authentic as possible?
A little bit of movie magic, yeah.
Are you like on a chassis?
It wasn't even as glamorous as that. At one point there was just sort of two guys sort of rocking the car.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, there was we shot that in so many different ways. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're right. There was moments where they were just, and then moments where we were on this weird contraption. I remember walking up and going, I'm not so sure about this contraption, because the car was just suspended in midair on what looked like a robot, like with, the interior of robot arms just holding it.
It was like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
It was just this car that was just kind of moving around on this gimbal, throwing us around the inside
and
of
then
the...
you have the strobing effects.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
How did you...
Mainly it was Dean, the director, screaming at us down the microphone, kind of going, there's a storm coming, duck to the left.
Yeah, he was great.
Hit the brakes.
I think his performance was better than ours.
Yeah.
He did 2 days of constantly telling us and keeping it alive, like what was happening around us and where to look. And I don't know, where does he get his energy from? He's like so energetic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If you had an end-of-the-world emergency kit, what would you put in it?
A record player, a bunch of records.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah. My guitar.
All right.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's a good one too, because you wouldn't need power. I'll have a
If I'm
wind
going
up.
out,
I'll take a wind up record.
I want to go
player.
out singing, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Specific song? Is there...
Oh, Earth Song by Michael Jackson.
All right, that's a good one. It works.
I'm coming to your concert.
Were either of you bummed to not be able to do more intense stunt work like Jerry was able to do, like some of the space stunt work? And
I felt like I had my fair share. What about you?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I was pretty low on the stunt sort of... I think the most stunt I did was probably opening a computer or something like that, typing really fast. Yeah, no, I didn't feel jealous at all. Sometimes those days are hard. They're long days on set when you're suspended in the air by a suspender belt or whatever. That can be a rough day at the office.
Yeah, it's sort of fun for a minute.
It looks
sometimes.
cool.
Yeah.
You're committing treason. Yeah, I kidnapped the president. I've stolen state secrets. Yeah, anything I'm forgetting, honey? Honey.